Chapter 176. Kisahel's forwardness and humiliation. And thus the seven went, and, naturally, reached the altar very soon. On their arrival, the very courageous Kisahel immediately stepped up to the high abbot and gazed at him from head to foot. He did not find anything unusual about him, except noticing an earnest and friendly nature. This encouraged him to engage with the to him still unknown man in a testing and querying discussion as follows. Dear stranger, look, we all love our brother Sethlehem, for he possesses a great deal of wisdom, and often he has helped all of us with the kindness of his heart. His wisdom, excepting some too subtle observations, has at all time been an example to us. Only this time, to our great regret, does he appear to be caught in a considerable error. For because of his innate gullibility, which seems to be a fault of his too vivid imagination, he takes you for Jehovah himself, as he has found you to possess great wisdom, which I would not and could not deny. Look, if you are truly wise, you will admit that this goes a little too far. If with your undoubted wisdom you possess also some love, do talk poor Sethlehem again out of this folly of his heart and mind. For Jehovah and you will surely differ from each other, as a dot differs from eternal infinity. Therefore I beg you in the name of all my brothers, for the sake of brotherly love, of which, judging by your appearance, there is surely no lack in your heart, do us this favour and bring our Sethlehem once more to reason. Amen. And the high abbot replied to Kisahel, saying, Kisahel, I have carefully explored your heart, and have found that it is filled only half with brotherly love, and the other half with selfish gloating. Besides your only partially good opinion of your brother, you plan, in case his statement should not be proven, to properly pitch into him with your sharp tongue, and laugh at him to your heart's content. Since you now appeal to my brotherly love, I would like to hear from you, from which disadvantage, to his heart or to his head, I am to protect him first. I, for my part, am more inclined towards the heart, whereas you are for your part, are more for the head. But if I am to save him, I want to save him fully, not just half of him. Therefore, tell me how that can be done. Kisahel did not deliberate long, but answered Abbot, O friend, your wisdom is truly great, and exceeds all my notions of it. But that you with all your wisdom can still ask me, look, that is new to me. For sages of your kind, from whom even the hearts of our brothers are not safe, usually do not ask questions, but only teach. And so in this case, you will have to be satisfied if I do not answer you. What does it matter once you have brought him to reason? The world will not perish if I, with my sleight, for him only well meant, threat fall behind. There is anyway no more to it than a light joke. Actually, I have already in advance made it quite clear to you that we all love the brother Sethlehem. How can you then ask such a question? Which is no credit to your wisdom that even looks into the hearts. Or must the wise man not remain consistent? A wisdom with weaknesses is still far from the true, consistent wisdom. So first, make good your mistake, and then I shall answer you. Turning to Sethlehem, look, brother Sethlehem, there surely does not emerge a Jehovah. I hope this matter will soon be clarified. And the high abbot looked earnestly at Kisahel, and said to him, Truly, if you continue like that, Jehovah will have to be taken in hand by you, and learn from you wisdom without weakness. But that you may see, and in spirit die for a long time, that Jehovah's wisdom does not have weaknesses. Look now towards morning. Do you clearly see the great scattered heap of stones which this night has prepared for you through the destruction of Adam's grotto for a witness of Jehovah's wisdom without weaknesses? Do you comprehend such wisdom? Can you, with your consistent wisdom, rebuild this grotto exactly as it used to be? Behold, you deny it, and are asking in your heart whether I were capable of doing it. But I too do not answer you, and only say to the grotto, Arise. Look, there the grotto is, already standing completed. Would you like to go there, if your faith is too weak to convince you from outside and from within that the grotto is in every detail, even to the smallest grain of sand, in its former state? You now answer me, believing in your heart that this is not necessary. For whomsoever the external part is possible, the inner part would be possible too. As you now are consistently confirming this, tell me, how many weaknesses has your wisdom now discovered in mine? And Kisahel, with all the others, except for Enoch, who knew the might of the Lord, and kept praising and glorifying him, stood there like petrified. A great fear seized all of them, and no one dared utter a single word. Then Abidan asked Kisahel once more, Kisahel, why do you not answer me now? Behold, I have again asked you a question, and may be revealed a new weakness of my wisdom to you. But since I am willing to become your pupil, why are you silent, and do not reprove my weakness? And Kisahel fell on his face before Abidan and said, weeping, O Lord of heaven and earth, do not punish the worm in the dust before you too hard. I now recognize my eternal guilt before you, But you were able to so easily re-erect Adam's destroyed grotto, will one day also have mercy upon the worm in the dust, and will not be too angry at my blindness, which did not recognize the sun. Your forever holy will be done. Amen. And Abiram said to them, Rise, go to your former place, and seek to recognize me in your hearts. For this cognition is for you only, a judgment towards death. Only once you will have recognized me in the love of your heart, will your cognition of me lead to life for you. When your heart will be mentioning my name, then return to me, and I will fully raise you from the earth, which, with the exception of Bethlehem, has now swallowed you up. Now go and do as you were told. But you, Bethlehem, stay here. Amen.